That's it? Oh, I wanted more. Can we? All right, so this is the Yale Band. Can I invite the director of the university band to join me? His name is Tom Duffy. Now, the Yale Percussion Group and Yale Concert Band is in Ghana for cultural exchange, musical research, and community service. One of the highlights will be a benefit concert conducted by Thomas Duffy here this Friday, today, May 23rd, at the National Theatre in Accra. This joint performance, in which the Yale musicians will perform alongside the National Symphony Orchestra of Ghana, will benefit the Ghana-Yale Partnership for Global Health. The initiative is a collaboration between Yale University, the government of Ghana, and other high-profile organizations to eliminate mother-to-child transmission of HIV in Ghana. Well, I do have Dr. Thomas C. Duffy, who is the director of bands at Yale University. Good morning.
Good morning.
You have a beautiful band. That was good music.
Thank you. This is just three of 48 musicians.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay. So why did you decide? I mean, we know about the initiative, but why Ghana, really? You could have gone to any other African country.
We have gone to countries. This is the 26th tour that this band has taken. The Yale University Band was the first American band to travel internationally in 1959, and we've had a long commitment. But Ghana is the home of rhythm. West African rhythm came to the United States and the New World for all the wrong reasons, but was the foundation for what became American jazz. So when we had the opportunity to come and play in Ghana, I mean, the percussion group that you'll hear later is among the finest musicians in the United States, back to the homeland where all these fine rhythms came from. So it's a real journey for us. And next week we'll be in Yamaransa and Cape Coast, and we've been given permission by the master drummers to record them and transcribe their music for other people to see.
Okay.
They picked us. So this is a privilege, an ethnomusicological privilege that nobody in the world has been given to us. This is amazing. And
for me, speaking to somebody coming from Yale, it's a privilege. I mean, we see Yale as a very privileged institution. Is it a school that anybody at all can go to?
Anybody with the right credentials can go. For example, in the School of Music, all these students are members of the Graduate Conservatory of Music. Due to a gift that was given in 2005, $100 million, no tuition. So we audition people.
For any of them?
Forever. So the people in the School of Music, is it a privileged school? It's a privilege for talent. If you are talented, it doesn't cost anything to come to the graduate school. The undergraduate school also is need blind. If you are admitted, they will work with you to make it work so that you can afford to go. So I understand the impression that's out there, but the reality is, I think, much better.
So anybody, I mean, if you have the right grades, you could go to Yale?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. All right, so you're performing this evening towards a certain cause. Tell us more about that.
This evening will be the launching of this initiative between the government of Ghana, the College of Physicians and Surgeons, the Yale Health Initiative, the Yale Alumni Service Corps. And we imagine, as we talk about it, imagine if you say, I was there that evening just before the last child in Ghana was born with HIV. I remember when the last child was, because for us, it was 1996 in New Haven, Connecticut, when we said, we are going to eliminate this. And there, Michael Capella, the gentleman that has this program together, said, I remember 1996, the last child. Said, so this is the evening we announced this program, and maybe in 10 years you'll say, we had this show, these people came, they did this project. That was the last HIV. So it's a huge moment of medical history. Also, we'll be playing with the National Symphony Orchestra. You don't want to come to a country and play your music and go home. That's evangelism. You come with a bubble of America and you leave. That's pointless. We stay home and do that, send you records. We're playing with the National Symphony tonight with some Ghanaian drummers. Last night, University of Legon, the Ghana University student groups played for us and then with us. This is genuine exchange, genuine reciprocity. We don't want to get, we want to make partnerships.
So what do you want the people who would come this evening to the National Theatre to take away from the concert?
The joy of music. First of all, it's not a lecture. It's not a history class. It happens to be an important occasion, but I think that if people have a great sense of Ghanaian music, they'll hear what in the American music that we play comes from West Africa. So we've picked music.
So is there a connection between your kind of music and our music?
Well, the connection is all the rhythms of jazz come from Yoruba, come from Ashanti, come from. I mean, we know this. It's based on that. So we've picked some of the pieces tonight that are regular concert band music. For example, we'll start with a symphonic transcription of the William Tell Overture, famous William Tell Overture, and it will go from that to a piece based on American jazz and Ghanaian rhythms and improvisation. So a little bit everything in between. But also,
so are you raising funds?
yes, tonight's program is designed to raise money to benefit this Ghana Yale Health Initiative. That's where the money will go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So who can be there?
Anybody can be there. I think the tickets range from 10 CDs to 100, depending students to VIPs, and there's still plenty left to. It's filling up, but there's still some to be had.
Okay. So I know that you can get a ticket at Joy FM, the front desk of Joy FM or Multi TV, and you can. It's as low as 10 CDs for a very worthy cause. Why not? And it's a Friday evening.
Perfect. What else will you do?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, watch your station, perhaps. If not, come to my concert.
Okay. All right. So, so you're here for how long?
We're here until the 31st of May, and we're here in Accra till Sunday, and then we go to Cape Coast. We'll be working in the village of Yamaransa as well. In addition to recording the master drummers in the afternoons, in the morning we'll join some service projects that are already going on, and we'll work with the people of Yamaransa to build houses and put water filters in, plant some trees, and the musicians will be in the schools in the morning.
So what do you want the students, the graduate student, for instance, to take away from this exercise?
Our graduate students, well, as you'll see in a minute, they're going to finish by playing a piece of music that's written for 6 pieces of wood. So music isn't a matter of expensive instruments, although we have them. Anybody who's got the soul, anybody who's got the music in them can make music with any found instruments. And so here they are. We played last evening with these pieces of wood. The place lit up. But I think they'll take away from this, we'll be in touch with the master drummers, that the West African tradition is high art and world class.
All right, so I don't want to hold you for too long because I want more music, and I would wish that you could give us 2 instead of 1.
2 pieces?
Okay, so can I introduce again to you? This is the
Yale Percussion Group. These are graduate students who make up the percussion studio in the School of Music at Yale University. Robert Van Cise is the professor.
So let me just ask you before they start. When you graduate, where can you work? I mean, do you join a band or do you...
That's a terrific question. So some of them are going to take positions at other universities instructing percussion. Some will go on for a doctoral degree and study to get another advanced degree. Some may go into the professional world, join symphonies, or become studio musicians. But I would like to think that when they come out of our studio, they're ready for the next step, and they're among the top prepared people in the country for whatever they choose to be the next step.
Okay, so I'll just leave you to introduce them, and then more music.
Very good. Come on out. This is a piece of music by Steve Reich called Music for Pieces of Wood, the Yale Percussion Group.
So this kind of music, how do you call it?
This is phasing music. This is minimal music, rhythms that line up and that gradually shift.
Okay, and we see, are these ordinary woods they're using? Because it's amazing. I mean, very simple instruments.
They picked them because they sound good, and they've actually picked them with pitches that sound good. But you could play it with any 6 pieces of wood, yes? You could play it with anything. I mean, they picked resonant wood.
Okay,
to make it work.
so what else are we going to see this evening?
This evening you'll see the other 48 members of the band. You'll see the National Symphony Orchestra. You'll see one of the pieces where Johnny will play the jazz trap set with some Ghanaian drumming and the combined forces, everybody on stage at the same time.
So these guys can play anything, or they're perfect at certain things?
I think they could play all the percussion instruments, and they could play anything that people can play.
Okay. All right. So I have actually dedicated 30 minutes to this group. So, no, I'm not saying you have 30 more minutes now, but you do have some more time to give us some good music.
Yeah.
So perhaps I'll just end the show with you guys.
With the trio playing something. Yeah.
And I'd like to say thank you to everybody for being a part of the AM show this Friday. God willing, we're back again on Monday. I'd like to say thank you to my director, to the producers, and every person who's made this show possible. My beautiful cameraman here as well. God willing, we'll see you on Monday. David wants me to mention his name, so David, even though he wasn't part of the cameraman on duty here. But I wish my colleague Roland Walker speedy recovery. God willing, he'll be here on Monday. So I'll leave you in the hands of Tom here and this beautiful group.
Thank you.
you.